So organisations have to take what we call an ethical stance. And this diagram really looks at a spectrum of stances. Number one is about really the business of my business is just business. And if government wants us to do other things, they'd better change the laws. Right through to number four, which would be an organisation whose purpose in life is to shape and improve society as a whole. Now, if we look at our three organisations and their ethical stance, not surprisingly, a small family-owned business will be very close to number one. In other words, they make decisions very much in the interests of the business itself and keeping their family in a good standard of living. Microsoft may choose to think that it could do number one, but in fact most big businesses really at a minimum have to be number two. In other words, they actually have to take on board the legitimate interests of other stakeholders like communities, customers, suppliers. Otherwise, they really won't make money for their shareholders. The hospital is quite an interesting example of how the public sector has moved in the last 20 years. Then you would find that many public sector organisations would see themselves very much as shapers of society. And the financial issues were a bit of a nuisance, as something you just had to get right while you got on with your real purpose. But over the last 20 years, largely for reasons of taxation and keeping tax levels down, most public sector organisations have had to move from 4 to 3. In other words, achieving social purposes within financial limits.